Kimono is a hallmark of traditional Japanese fashion. It combines simplicity and elegance and is often showcased in some of our favorite anime and manga series. With that, let's take a look at 4 iconic kimono designs, Shonen edition. Before we dive in, quick note to like, comment, or subscribe if you want to see more content like this. First up, we have an entry from one of the OG Big 3 Shonen series, Shunshi Kyoraku from Bleach. As one of the captains of the Gotei 13, he sports the traditional white captain's haori over the usual black undergarments. In comparisons to his peers though, he also dons a pink woman's kimono, complete with colorful floral designs across the shoulders. His kimono is loosely based on homongi, which are kimonos for women that are designed for semi-formal and formal occasions. Think of things like weddings, graduation ceremonies, and evening parties. One striking characteristic of these kimonos is the use of dyed patterns across the whole cloth, painting an elaborate picture when spread out. The kimono complements Kyoraku's laid-back and flamboyant personality. Oftentimes in the series, we see him drinking sake, taking naps on the job, and chasing women. However, his casually outwardly appearance belies his combat strength, at least when the situation demands it. As one of the strongest and oldest characters in the series, he still retains a level of humility and elegance in his actions, traits that are heightened by his eccentric choice of attire. Going along with the pink theme, next up we have Botan from Yu Yu Hakusho, an old school but classic shonen series. Despite her debut as a Grim Reaper in the first chapter, her appearance and attire don't really conform to our usual expectations of an agent of death. She's definitely one of the more colorful characters in the series, sporting a bright blue ponytail and light pink kimono complete with a white obi sash. In early parts of the series, she can be seen flying around on a wooden oar, similar in manner to a witch's broomstick. An interesting side note is that her color palette adheres to something called the triadic color scheme: pink kimono, blue hair, brown oar, creating a visually coherent character. Her kimono can be classified as iromuji, which roughly translates to plain color kimono. These types of kimono are usually dyed in a single color and don't sport any distinctive patterns. It's a pretty versatile style and can be seen in the real world in both informal and formal occasions. Her attire and color design align well with her personality as a bubbly and cautiously optimistic character who serves as a guiding figure throughout the series. Moving along, next we have Kenshin Himura, the main protagonist from Renken Kinching. This is an iconic shonen series set in the early Meiji era, which takes a lot of inspiration from historical events. Kenshin is portrayed in the original series as a soft-spoken, serene, and humble character who is always willing to put others before himself. This is in stark contrast to his former life as a batosai, or legendary manslayer. An important theme throughout the series is one of atonement. Kenshin vows to never take a life again and only draws his reverse blade sword to defend others. Appearance-wise, Kenshin dresses simply, choosing to don a plain burgundy kimono with a white hakama and tabi belt. Think of a hakama as a cross between trousers and a skirt. Although popular nowadays in graduation and other coming-of-age ceremonies, they served an important practical purpose for Meiji-era warriors. They didn't restrict movement and allowed for maximum mobility during combat. On the flip side, samurai visiting the shogun or other high-ranking officials were often required to wear very long hakama called nagabakama, which would impede their ability to walk normally. This was to prevent surprise attacks and assassination attempts. Kenshin's red and white ensemble is simple and time-appropriate for this era, leading to an easily recognizable character design. Last, but definitely not least, we have a more modern shonen example in Kamado Netsuko from Demon Slayer. Netsuko is one of the 2 primary protagonists in the series, the other being her older brother Kamado Tanjiro. Tanjiro lives a peaceful village life, selling charcoal until his family is attacked and slaughtered by a demon. Netsuko ends up as the only survivor, but during the attack, she has been transformed into a demon herself. The series revolves around this brother-sister duo as they set out on a journey to restore Netsuko's humanity and avenge their family. Throughout the tale, Netsuko wears a light pink kimono with a diamond-like hemp leaf pattern and a paler pink inner lining and this red and white checkered obi belt. Her obi is tied together with a braided cord called the obijime. On top of her kimono, Netsuko wears a long long dark brown Haori overcoat that reaches past her knees. Her kimono accessories are historically accurate based on the series' Taisho era setting, which helps with world building and immersion. Her contrasting innocent and demon-like qualities, along with her iconic outfit, have definitely won over the hearts of many anime fans, at least in some part contributing to Demon Slayer's 2019 award for Anime of the Year. So there we go, 4 iconic kimonos from some kick-ass animes. But something most people don't know about the kimono is that the original kimono is also the OG zero-waste clothing. 1 bolt of fabric, minimal cuts, zero waste. A big contrast from regular clothing designs that waste 10 to 30% of the fabric. So the kimono, in a nutshell, is not only amazing for animes that we love, but also perfection in terms of clothing design. I've spent the last 10 years thinking about how we can expand on this kimono philosophy to create the next generation of clothing that is not only iconic, but also better for our planet. I'm Shelly from Shelly Shoe Design, a zero-waste fashion designer at Harvard. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you. Bye-bye.